Hi, my name is Alvin and I am a third-year interior design student from Pratt Institute in New York. My fascination with design grew alongside me. Like when I was a kid, I was always drawn to spaces. I was fascinated by how considerations like a simple light could shift a feeling without saying a word. I didn't always notice it directly, but in hindsight, design was quietly shaping me. Growing up in Vancouver, studying in New York, and spending summers in China gave me the chance to experience many cities and cultures, especially places like Shanghai or Xiamen. I mentioned these two cities because I still remember driving past the Shimao Straits Tower or standing before the Shanghai Tower, completely captivated. Those buildings became visual anchors in my childhood, and later I found out they were designed by Gensler. That realization stayed with me. It showed me how design can influence people, consciously or not. It showed me how those experiences can live with us for a long time. Aside from interior design, I've always been drawn to other forms of design where form, function, and emotion intersect, like fashion, automobiles, or furniture. What they share is the emotional pull that holds me, which is how design can capture attention and quietly shape how we move through the world. As I've grown, one idea continues to stay with me. The built environment is all around us. We move through it, live in it, depend on it, yet we rarely pause to notice how deeply it shapes us. But it does. It influences how we feel, how we relate to others, and how we make sense of the world. As I continue learning and growing as a designer, I've come to understand just how much spaces have shaped me. And now, I want to design environments that do the same for others, to create spaces that leave an impression and quietly stay with people long after they've left them. One guiding principle at the heart of my work is to design with awareness. That awareness drives me to design spaces that respond with purpose, which guided me in the redesign of the Walt Whitman branch of the Brooklyn Public Library, located at 93 St. Edward Street in Fort Greene, Brooklyn. The project was inspired by the Brooklyn Public Library's Books and Ban initiative, an active response to censorship in libraries. Throughout history, banned books have been used to suppress marginalized voices, and I believe libraries should be a place to represent free thought, shared knowledge, and intellectual freedom. The surrounding neighborhood, home to schools, nonprofits, and community centers, underscored the library's potential to become a community hub. At the heart of the new design is a banned book section enclosed in frosted glass. It offers readers a moment of privacy while still feeling visually connected to the library as a whole. The filtered natural light is a metaphor for transparency, a reminder that ideas should be allowed to shine, not hide. The space is organized using a 1'5" by 1'5" modular recycled aluminum grid system. Depending on user needs, I develop shelving and seating modules that can be rearranged or reconfigured by users or library staff. Some offer floor-level reading nooks for kids, while others adapt them for adult seating or display. I also made sure to vary module heights for accessibility, creating an ADA-compliant system that supports inclusion. This flexibility was essential because in a library built around freedom, everybody in every way of being should feel considered. The system invites users to choose how they engage physically and intellectually. The modular system allows for one of the core spatial designs in the library, which is the open ceiling structure. Exposing the ceiling and extending the vertical grid above allows light to move freely through the spaces. The openness above symbolizes the concept the project is rooted in of freedom. Just as the ceiling has no rigid enclosure, the library offers no intellectual limits. It reflects the belief that knowledge should be transparent, accessible, and expansive. The open ceiling frames this message physically, encouraging users to look up, feel open, and think beyond the boundaries. Design is about more than form or function. It's about values. It's about shaping how people feel, interact, and imagine themselves within a space. That's why I'm drawn to Gensler. Not just because your projects happen to shape my early impressions of architecture, but because your philosophy reflects what I believe, that design is a collaborative, human-centered act rooted in curiosity and purpose. Your guiding principles resonate deeply with me. Design begins with relationships, listening, translating, and building knowledge. I believe in being obsessively curious, always asking questions, learning new tools to help me, and staying open to unexpected. I take ownership of my work, not just as an individual, but as part of a team where success is shared. I bring my own perspective to Gensler, and I bring the mindset of someone who cares about how people could experience or be affected by design. As an emerging designer gaining fluency in spatial planning, material research, and digital tools like Rhino or Adobe Creative Suite, I offer technical skills complemented by genuine curiosity about human experience that drives all my design decisions. I'm excited by the idea of contributing to projects that carry weight, projects that leave traces in memory, that invite people in, and that imagine new ways of living together. My name is Alvin, and I wish to notice what others don't, to shape spaces that are seen, felt right away, or in the background, but most significantly, to try and affect others through design, like how design affected me.